Hey, good Tuesday morning. I told you it'd probably be Tuesday this week, but yesterday was a good day. It was a busy day. I was able to get up to church for a little bit and help with the harvest party for Wednesday night, and I'm looking forward to Wednesday night. Can't wait to have some fun. The harvest party tomorrow night is kind of a kickoff for the unofficial season, the most opportune season we have for sharing Jesus. Between Halloween and New Year's, we'll have many, many opportunities to share Jesus with people. I know some of you are probably like, well, Halloween's not a great, but you know what? We're going to do a harvest party, and everybody who comes in that church, again, some of these people may never go to a church except for a reason like this, are going to hear something about Jesus. They're going to get something in their hands that says something about Jesus or tells them about all the upcoming opportunities we have through the holidays at our church that they can be a part of. Some of them will never come unless they are personally invited. 80% of people, your unchurched friends, will come if you personally invite them to a church activity, especially during the holiday season. And Christmas is the biggie. People are more open to invitations, personal invitations, than any other time of the year. Now, to be honest with you, I had a different Monday morning rewind on tap for today. After talking about a little bit about stewardship on Sunday, I was going to do this kind of a rant on stewardship in your body and your health. But I'm going to save that for another day because I was reading yesterday morning something that I guess was maybe coincidence, depending on what you believe, about something we've been talking about in our life study group on Sunday morning, us men. And it was a quote by Rick Warren, the famous author and pastor at Saddleback Church in California. He said, most Christians don't understand. We don't get blessed knowing the Bible. We get blessed for doing. We were studying that in our life study this Sunday. We were doing the book of James. And of course, you probably know what passage I'm talking about. The one that says, be doers of the word. Don't just hear the word, but be doers of the word. It's not enough just to take it in and store it up here and not do anything with it. There are some nuns, N-O-N-E-S, out there in the world today, people with no religious affiliation that probably know the Bible better than you and me. They can probably quote more scripture from memory. They teach it as a literature book. They teach it as a history book. They even dissect and study the Bible so that they can disclaim the claims of Christianity. They want to put Christianity in its place. So it's not enough just to hear the word and read the word. We need to be doers. James tells us that we shouldn't fool ourselves by just listening to the words. We need to be doing what it says. Then in the second chapter, he says, what good is it, dear brothers and sisters, if you say you have faith, but you don't show it by your actions? He says, is that the kind of faith that saves anyone? Well, if we say we are followers of Jesus, then we must be people of action. Jesus was a person of action. He didn't die on the cross so we could just sit comfortably in a pew on Sunday mornings and hear the word. He has called us to go out and do that. On the night before he was crucified, he washed the disciples' feet. He said, look, I've given you an example of what to do. When he told the story of the parable of the Good Samaritan, he said, now go and do likewise. He said that Jesus said, I came to seek and save the lost. Let's do likewise. Let's follow his example. I mean, it's what he commanded us to do in Matthew chapter 28 and Acts chapter 1. But here comes a sobering thought. Those weren't just Jesus' words. Yes, in the Great Commission, Jesus says, I have all authority. But where did that authority come from? Well, John chapter 12, verse 49 tells us, I don't speak on my own authority. The Father who sent me has commanded me what to say and how to say it. Bam, there you go. Jesus' words to us, his commands to us, are not just his words. They are words from God the Father. That is our real commander-in-chief. And he has given us marching orders saying, go seek and save the lost. Go comfort those who need comfort. Go take care of those who need taken care of. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. God's words, not Jesus. Right? Love your enemies. God's words, not just Jesus' words. So we've got a big task at hand in a time in our country when we need it most. To be honest, the whole world needs it most. Hey, let's be doers of the word this holiday season.